it's Tanya, and I have the great delight in being the guest designer for Ashley Horton's Cut Shop, where she does cut files for electronic die cutting machines like the Silhouette, and I chose this one because I wanted to do a big background, and I really like the sentiment behind this one with the Think Less, Live More. So I'm using the Fancy Free collection by Pink Paisley, which was designed by Paige Evans. Beautiful, lots of lovely bright patterns and lots of mix of colors, but I figured I needed to go with a muted background because I want to texture paste that entire background. And if I'd done it on that really bright, it obviously, I don't think it would have had, quite the same impact that I am going for. And my photograph is a very large one of my daughter at the aquarium, and the colors worked well. So there I am, smushing away to my heart's content. And I lift it up, and I'm very pleased with the result, although you can't really see it on here. So now that I have my background texture pasted, I'm thinking, how else can I use this cut file? Because I don't want to waste it, and I do want to incorporate the actual white into my layout as well. Particularly, I want to highlight that think more, live more, think less. Maybe we should think more too, as well, because obviously I texture pasted, but now I also want to bring it in. So I'm just going to glue it down onto that piece of lovely brightly colored paper, which becomes quite muted when you put that over there, and it gives you lovely pops of color. And I have my background and my lovely large photograph, and as you can see, the colors are they just go so well with this collection. And then I thought, oh, I'm on a kick with the border punches, so I decided to border punch all the way down. And if you are a regular watcher of my videos, you might notice that I have nail polish on. I know. And no, I didn't do it especially. Although actually, I promise you, I would have done if I'd thought about it. But it just was happen chance that I had nail polish in the right color on my nails. Anyway, let's move on to the actual scrapbooking, shall we? Oh yes, and if you aren't a regular viewer of mine, welcome. I do hope you stay. We have lots of fun here. Well, I have lots of fun. I don't know if my viewers have lots of fun. I sure hope they do. But yes, I enjoy making process videos and layouts, and primarily of my girls and safari trips we go on. And I have a slight sense of humor, which comes out in inappropriate places sometimes. But yeah, we have fun. So yep, please stay. I'll be ever so grateful. So as you see, I matted my photograph, and now I'm liking the design. I've got my sort of focal piece of pattern on the right hand side, and then I thought, I think I need to balance it out by putting some of that paper on the left hand side. So as you saw, I chopped a bit off, and now I'm very carefully counting out 12 inches because obviously we're a metric country in South Africa, so although I am quite proficient now in what a 12 by 12 size looks like, I still have to count. So I'm sort of lining it up to see where I want to put it and gluing it down merrily, shifting it over ever so slightly, ruffling up that, and I'm thinking, what should I do? And there's been a big kick at the moment to use fun foam because it's a really cheap way of giving dimension to our photographs and other things. So that was great. And I don't have a lot of this collection. I managed to get my hands on the 12 by 12 paper pad, as you saw, and I do have the journaling tags, so I'm going to incorporate them, and I have the chipboard, 12 by 12 chipboard, but I think that's all I have of this collection. So I'm thinking I need to balance it out a little bit on the left there, and I figured I needed to carry on with my long title kick. So, and that Embrace Life, the colors obviously work well because it's all one collection. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But I thought it tied in very nicely with the seaweed that you can see in the back. Our aquarium, let me just, because essentially you can see what I'm doing here. Oh, and those are Maggie Holmes Bloom collection. Our aquarium is world-class. It is fantastic, and they've just recently revamped it, and they now have a bigger shark tank which I don't know about you, but I have the morbid fascination with sharks. Wouldn't want to meet one, but they are fascinating to watch in a safe environment. Yes. So yeah, it is beautiful, and if you were ever to have the great delight of coming to Cape Town, I highly recommend the aquarium at the waterfront. Really do. So now I decided that these little black phrases, words, tie in nicely because there's black in the pattern paper, and of course there's black in the photograph. And that arrow, I do like arrows, so I thought the arrow would be nice just to kind of direct your eye. I think, isn't that a design concept where you direct your eye around the page? I think most of the time I do it purely by fluke. Because look at that, I mean, that arrow wasn't looking good upside down, was it? No. And just really all I'm doing now is deciding what else I can add to the layout to give it a little bit of fun and interest, and to balance out the elements. So those crosses are going on there in 3 places, because this is one design technique I do know is the grouping of 3, or the triangle. I think it's the triangle one. The grouping of 3 is when you put them all together. Yeah, so I can do the triangle one, and I can do groupings of 3. Yeah, self-taught, you know. So now I am putting on some bigger pluses in my triangle of 3, and those are just little wood veneer hearts and arrows that I have collected along the way. And we are now doing again our little, I suppose you could say I've got three spots where I'm doing embellishment clusters. That's what I'm doing, and having a jolly good time, except for that heart, trying to get that heart, and then I decided that wasn't the right shaped heart. So there's a bit of switcheroo going on to fit in the heart. And and then I thought I wanted to colour, but I wasn't sure what colour I wanted to use. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with the coral or with the green. And then I thought, when I'd done the coral and the green, I thought, oh well, that actually looks quite nice. It looks exactly like the paper. So then I was on a little colouring mixture kick, and I did all 3 of them. Isn't it fun when that happens though, when you do something and you didn't do it intentionally, but the result becomes something which you really like? Is that sort of, I don't want to say happen chance again, because then I'm just repeating myself, but that's serendipitous. There we go. Love that word. One of my favourite words. Serendipitous moments, when you do something and it just works out beautifully. And not much else to tell you, other than I'm now putting little chevrons at the top there to guide your eye to the title, and one down the bottom to balance it out. And there we go. There's my layout. I do hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun using this cut file, and I want to thank Ashley very much for the opportunity to be on the Cut Shop blog. So thanks once again, and I hope to chat to you again soon. Bye.